A high school student, Misaki, went to a city in Australia last October to study English. She stayed there with the Smith family. In the family, there were Mr. Smith, Mrs. Smith, and their child Anne. About 2 months passed. It was one Sunday evening, before Christmas time. Misaki decorated a Christmas tree with Mr. Smith and Anne. After that, Mr. Smith told Misaki, "We also write Christmas cards at this time. We'll show you the cards." He asked Anne to bring some cards from her room. After coming back with the cards, she showed them to Misaki and told her some English expressions used on Christmas cards. Anne asked, "Well, in Japan, do you write them?" Misaki said, "Yes, but many people usually write New Year's cards." Anne asked her what to write on them. "Well, New Year's resolutions, and we often write the kanji for an animal, because we have an animal for each year," Misaki said. Mr. Smith got interested in Misaki's story. "What kind of animals do you have?" Misaki said, "For example, a dog or a tiger." "Oh, our next year's animal is a dragon." Anne looked excited and asked Misaki to write the kanji. She wrote it on a piece of paper and showed it to them. They saw the kanji and Mr. Smith said, "Misaki, it looks like an image of a dragon." Misaki said to them, "Do you like it? If so, I'll write Anne's name in Japanese." Just then, they heard Mrs. Smith from the kitchen. "It's time for dinner." Anne said to her, "Okay, but now Misaki is writing my name in Japanese. Come here." Her mother came and Misaki showed the paper to her. "This is Anne's name written in 3 ways. "In 3 ways? She was surprised to hear that, and all the family wanted to know more about those ways. Slash. 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 It was not easy for Misaki to tell them about those ways. But she tried. "This is katakana, and the next one is hiragana. Then, the last one is kanji. Kanji has sounds and meanings. I chose this kanji for you. Its sound is, an, and one of its meanings is, peace of mind." Mrs. Smith said, "It's good for you, Anne." "Thank you very much, Misaki. I'll show them to my friends." Anne looked very happy. Misaki also felt happy to teach something interesting about Japan. She wrote Mr. and Mrs. Smith's names in Japanese too. They were glad and said thank you to her. Then, the Smith family and Misaki enjoyed having dinner and talking. It was a wonderful night for her. Before going to bed, Misaki wrote to her English teacher in Japan. In the letter, she told him about her New Year's resolutions. "During my stay here, I'll tell the people more about Japan. This is one of my New Year's resolutions. And one more. After coming back to Japan, I want to do something that builds a bridge between Australia and Japan."